Hello, I did something, yes. So last week I released a video of movies, games, and TVs that I'm excited for, and I can cross one of the films off now because I went to go see it yesterday and it was spectacular. Now there's a reference to what it was before I mention it that I'm wearing, but without that, let's get into the intro, shall we? Begin. So the film I saw yesterday was Iron Lung. It is bloody spectacular, yeah, and it's also very bloody. But yeah, it is just a fantastic film. I highly recommend it. But when I go watch films, I ever try and dress that I think something I would wear in that universe, or like maybe merch. But stupid moves, like I don't have anything that like Markiplier, so I'll wear something that a YouTuber that I watch has mentioned that he wanted to meet Markiplier, and he actually did before he did it, which, yeah, if you can kind of guess, Smosh related. I wore my Brutal shirt because Shane liked Markiplier, so I wore that, went home, yeah, sat in bed, and then remembered I do have, yeah, stuff that Markiplier owns. I have Cloak merch. Yeah, I have this. Then I remembered Cloak, a brand owned by Markiplier, a brand that I actually had some of their products from. Yeah, I have the Bend in the Ink Machine collaboration, which is the one I'm wearing now, which is also horror. Yeah, the beanie, I also have the pants and the back. But I have some, yeah, I have some stuff that are just Cloak. I have their ponchos, which are bloody comfortable and great. Yeah, I've got the black version and the blue version. They are spectacular. But that is not the reason why I'm making this video. The reason I'm making this video is just to mention that, like, if you want a horror film but you don't want to watch some of the mainstreams because they kind of get bored, or you want to watch something that has just so much suspense and, yeah, it has a great climax and kind of is very different to most horror films now. It's like this film, Iron Lung, shows the monster but doesn't show the monster, if that like makes sense. It is just a spectacular film. It is independent made, yeah, made by a YouTuber called Markiplier, and it's based off a game like that. Now, I'm not a big Markiplier fan. I don't really watch his. I like a lot of the years I was sticking to one YouTuber, which was Smosh. It's probably obvious with the amount of merch. Last year I started watching, yeah, Chuckle Sandwich, and then I got into Deadnificent, Daddy Slat, and then Slime School. I've been watching YouTube for a very long time, but I've kind of just been stuck in a little bubble. But yeah, whenever I hear stuff about YouTube, I'm like always interested. And I knew Markiplier was big, and then I heard he made a movie, or like, yeah, the Iron Lung, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be like good because I know that he's very good. Well, like I've seen like the TV show that he made. Like, I haven't seen it, but I need to. Yeah. And so I knew that it was probably going to be good, and then I watched it, and wow, it was spectacular. Like, yeah, I haven't played the game, so don't know that aspect, but like on a movie aspect, I think it was bloody brilliant. Yeah, it was spectacular. There were some really cool camera angles that I just loved, and I think there's something about independent films sometimes that just are so much like they're so good, and like they don't feel like the everyday film, and it's a good feeling. Yeah, that was just spectacular. And also seeing some of the behind the scenes of like on YouTube of like how they made it, what they needed, it's just very like inspiring for like I don't know if I can really call myself a filmmaker because it's only me making films, because I have no friends that want to act or film. So it's like, yeah, but it's inspiring when it's like something like a person like that making a film that isn't in like the mainstream kind of film. It was very inspiring. And seeing that film, it was just magnificently filmed. Some of the camera angles just amazing. The story was great. Yeah, it was such a fantastic film because it was shot in one location, and sometimes films that do that just aren't that good. And it was good at some, like, having that suspense, like, build up, and the big climactic story end. But also, yeah, it was just spectacular to watch. And it had like a really cool thing that like I feel like most horror films don't do nowadays, which is showing the monster but not showing the monster at the same time. Also, Troy Baker was in it, which I was not expecting, because I kind of went in blind because I knew that it was only showing in America when I first saw it. Then I saw on TikTok someone mentioned that it was coming to Australia, so I was like, I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, sick. So I kind of went in this film blind. Then I like found out on like TikTok people mentioned who it was in, and I was like, oh, Troy Baker's in it. That's pretty cool. And then Jacksepticeye was in it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool as well. Like, obviously, I know that collaboration has happened before, but I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Obviously, from Smosh, I knew of Jacksepticeye before, but like obviously he's been on Smosh recently as well. So that was kind of cool to see. But yeah, if you want a film and you don't want to watch any of the mainstream like kind of films, you think they're boring or like you want something new, I highly recommend going to watch Iron Lung. It is just a spectacular film. It is very different for like films coming out nowadays or like horror aspect, and it brings something new to like filming and horror as well. But yeah, highly recommend it. Until next time, maybe I'll do stuff like this before. But until next time, hope you have a fantastic day. And if you've seen Iron Lung, I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, if you want, say something in the comments of what your opinions on it, because like you might be a bigger Markiplier or the game fan than I am, so you probably know a little bit more. But until next time, have a fantastic day. See you all later.